Hi everyone, my name is Tamara Chambers, and this is Tamara Just Saw. And Tamara just saw Hobbs and Shaw. Did you know that we needed a spin-off series of Fast and Furious that already has 9 films? Did you know that? Because I didn't. Going into this film, you have to know what to expect. And I think if you don't go into this knowing what to expect, you just didn't see the trailer and have no knowledge at all of what Fast and the Furious is. I think the best thing about this stupid, idiotic movie is everything. It's so good, it's stupid, and it doesn't make sense. And he literally, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, literally lassos a helicopter while holding onto a semi-truck with a giant metal chain, and then they go for a fun joyride. So, you know, science. I recently went and saw Crawl, and it was not the same kind of genre, but a similar thing where I should have went in like knowing exactly what I was getting myself into, and I think I expected too much from it instead of just having like a really fun time with it. This, I did not make that mistake. I went in knowing exactly what I was getting myself into. I had exactly 1 shot of whiskey before sitting down at my seat, and I also had exactly an entire pretzel and cheese cup because it just calls for it. This film is all about capturing an audience that is already captured. Everyone who is gonna see this loves Fast and the Furious. And like, if you don't, you probably aren't gonna see this film or at least be like drawn to it. This trailer literally got a standing ovation at another movie that I was seeing. So people were hyped for Hobbs and Shaw. I don't really know which one is which. I've seen the film, but I'm still just as confused as ever. Do the names matter? No. Do the characters matter? Absolutely not. This movie also is 2 hours and 16 minutes. Ridiculous. It could have been 40 minutes shorter, but it was still super fun. This had more trailers than most films. At least it felt like it. It felt like there were 13 trailers before this movie started. This is already pretty long movie. I was trying to go to a comedy open mic after this, and I was just like checking my watch, like having a good time, but like, yikes guys, this is a long film. They knew their target demographic, and they captured them. The audience I was with loved this film. I had a great time. I've only seen the very last Fast and the Furious movie, and I still was, this isn't a shock to anyone, but I was able to keep up with the story. Definitely, I think there's things that I missed, backstory with a couple of these characters, like Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds. Is he in the other movies? Because it seems like his character was established. Idris Elba, was he in the other movies? Because it seems like his character was definitely established. Or are these things that just, you know, happened in the past and like now we kind of are putting the pieces together? I don't think so. I think in the 9 films that they've had for Fast and the Furious, these things were established, and I just missed out on them because I've missed out on the cultural phenomenon that is Fast and the Furious. My very good friend Codex has seen all of them and loves them, and I should do a full day of just a binge. That would be such a miserable binge, I feel like. I wrote, would this maybe be better if I knew these characters? I can't imagine how, it's incredible. They know exactly what it is, and they completely deliver on it. It's so stupid, but they approach it in the best way. It has one of the only Game of Thrones references that's ever made me want to watch Game of Thrones. I read the books. The action is awesome. It isn't like John Wick, awesomely choreographed, but when they get into especially things on vehicles, it's just super fun. The cast is awesome. I went into this had only seen the trailer, obviously, and I saw the sister character, Jason Statham's sister, and I just thought she maybe looked a little bland in the trailer. And she was amazing in this film. Funny and smart and incredible action and like just very, very good at fighting. She ruled. The whole thing is like lines like, oh shit, the virus is reprogrammable. How many movies have we all collectively seen that have that in it? where you can reprogram a virus. I have a feeling I did miss out on a lot of inside jokes that have been established throughout the series, but again, was very much able to keep up with it. And I had a blast. I didn't feel like I missed out on anything. At one point, The Rock just looks at someone and says, "I love your babushka." And it's the best. He is so freaking amazing. He's so likable and so easy to watch. And he's a good actor. He's a damn good actor. Damn, The Rock. I love you, man. Jason Statham, really cool. I've never really seen his individual movies, but they clearly have a very good connection, him and The Rock. And the whole time they're bickering with each other. And it's like a lot. It gets to be like, okay, can we just chill out and like save the world, because our constant bickering is getting in the way of that. But it's part of the whole thing. I get it. It's very, very, very silly, but also I get it. It's fun as well. It's just so cheesy too. Like, how convenient that the bad guy's guns can be hacked to not work. How convenient is that? The whole film feels a little long. It really is building all the way up until we get to Hawaii. And then after that, it takes off and is just so good. But until then, it's like, we have some cool sequences. There's some really great action. There's some fun, funny lines. But mostly, it's just building to get to that lassoing of a helicopter scene in Hawaii. The final fight in Hawaii is really cool, and it's a very, very cool sequence at the end. I don't know what this was in reference to, but I just wrote down, The Rock doesn't look like a snack. He looks like a whole Thanksgiving meal. Did someone call him a snack? Did he say he needed a snack? Was I just eating my own snack? What prompted me to say that? Then we build to the very end where they're about to defeat the bad guy. Sorry, spoilers, but obviously. And the lines are so cheesy. It's like an inspirational thing. It's like, you didn't believe in Statham, but I believed in Statham. I'm The Rock, and you believe in machines? Well, I believe in Moana, or where is he from? I don't know, Hawaii. It's so cheesy, but it's just wonderful. And it is what it is, and if you go in expecting anything but this film, you are gonna be gravely disappointed. But if you go in wanting this specific film, it's a blast. I can't imagine people having giant issues with this, only because you just can't take it that seriously. So if you come at it with a bunch of issues, then you already have missed the point. I'm gonna give this, for fun purposes, 7 or 8. I'm gonna do a 7 because I don't know the background, and that's on me. But I think personally, I would give this a 7 just because it's 40 minutes too long, and I don't personally know the background of these characters because I really have never gotten into the Fast and Furious series, but that's, again, me. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next week. Bye. I'm gonna lasso you. I'm gonna lasso you, helicopter. That's how you lasso this direct movement. Wow.